small matter for my lord, Millard. Millard, here, Millard, an event has been organized in Sports Authority of India complex in Bardhaman, which is a huge complex having around about 50 bighas of land and areas which are cultivable land and other things. Within 1 kilometer and 2 kilometers, there is no educational institution. It's an admitted fact, and it is there also on the Google location. Now, Millard, so under these circumstances, no permission is required for holding this event, where the Sarsanchalak of the organization to which the petitioner belongs, Sri Mohan Bhagwat ji, is going to give a small address to the Swayamsevaks and the other general public for a period starting from 11 a.m. to 12:15 on a Sunday, that is 16th of February 2025. Now, my lord, no permission is required. But, my lord, as a matter of abandon caution, and because that security is provided to Sri Mohan Bhagwat ji, we had given a letter as back as on the 31st of January to all the concerned departments that he is coming and therefore necessary protocols be maintained. We have nothing against police, nothing against. Then, my lord, what happened on the 12th, since we are going to use certain sound boxes, but it was said that loudspeakers, so we gave another letter to the SDO, who is the respondent number 5 here, saying that there will be a gathering and there will be a loudspeakers will be used. We were using actually sound boxes, but it was said like that. Now, on the 12th, that is day before yesterday, we were told by the respondent number 5 that if we use any sound system or any sound boxes, my lord, I'm just instead of I'll take my lords to the annexures. Any sound boxes that will not be allowed and they will disrupt the event. So, my lord, we said that, all right, give us this thing in writing. They said we cannot give you anything in writing because there is an order of 2022, my lord, which is at page Google Annexure P5. Lordship will kindly come.
Yes.
Lordship, this is the order which they are saying that if this order is being violated, we'll have to disrupt the entire thing. Rather. Now, my lord, what this order on, so we tried to explain it to them. First of all, my lord, we don't come within the purview of this particular order because this vicinity in which this particular event is going to be performed does not fall within the education within the area where any educational institution is located. Now, my lord, in spite of that, they did not give us anything in writing, but they were very particular and verbal that they will not allow. So, my lord, what happened? We again sent another electronic mail saying that we are not going to use loudspeakers, one. And secondly, this is an area which is around 1.5 kilometers from any educational institution. Secondly, there is nobody is inhabiting that particular area because at one point of time, Sports Authority of India had prepared this, but there is no inhabitation.
It's a Sunday.
And last but not the least, it is a Sunday. And no school and no examination. Now, my lord, I've got all the papers, my lord, where I would press before my lord that whenever, even if, as a matter of abandon caution, though I am outside the purview of this, but assuming though not admitting, my lord, why we do not come within this purview of this and the school is not situated within the ambit of 1.5. Now, my lord, I will take my lord through the.
How big will be the gathering?
My lord, around, my lord, we are using only 5,000 square feet of the entire complex, which is around 50 bighas. That is around 7,20,000 square feet.
And is it a demarcated area? This high complex is demarcated.
Colored photograph. My lord, we have annexed the map, my lord. My lord, will kindly come to page 23, my lord. I mean, photograph. My lord, will kindly come to page 18, my lord. The map is there, my lord. My lord, will kindly see the map of the writ petition, page 18. Lordship has seen?
Yes.
My lord, here, my lord, in between, this is the place where there will be a small platform. And then, my lord, on the sides, my lord, we are covering it by Samianas, things, my lord. And then we will protect this area. And, my lord, we have categorically said this and we had given this map also to the authorities. Now, my lord, nothing was said by that day. Now, my lord, this is the area, my lord, where this is, my lord, the photographs, my lord, which we have been taken, my lord. My lord has seen, my lord, this is the entire area. It is, if my lord kindly sees, there is no public inhabitation. And my lord, here near to this, my lord, then my lord will kindly come. There are two schools which are nearest to us, which we have specifically stated in paragraph 10 of our petition. If my lord kindly sees, we said, my lord, paragraph 10, we have said there are two schools which are in close, so-called, my lord, that is Holy Rock School and East-West Model School, which is pleaded in paragraph 10, my lord. They are 1 kilometer and 2 kilometers respectively, my lord. And the Google location of one of the schools have been annexed, my lord, will kindly find it
Page 23.
at page 23.
Let me hear the Advocate
And
General.
my lord, it is also one more point I would try to impress, my lord, that noise pollution, my lord. It is said that if there is any so-called silence zone, hospital, education, that is in the radius of 10 decimeters, no, which is 1/10 of a kilometer. And there was a press briefing, which was reported in Telegraph in 2024, just before examinations were being held. That also have, where the in charge of the committee said that this particular order is only implemented in the radius of 10 decimeters. And this is on record, my lord. Now, my lord, unnecessarily, my lord, what will happen is no permission is required.
Very well, let me
The
hear.
permission we have.
And my lord, the Sports
already
Authority has
granted
given us permission to
That is
use
the
their
permission.
complex. The Electricity Board has given us permission to have temporarily electricity
seven
connection. Everything is there. It is just for an abandoned caution that we informed.
All
Now
right,
they
all
are
right.
trying to-
Let me hear the Advocate General.
Milord, page 22,
Yes.
it is a general Milord circular, Milord, issued Milord pursuant to a direction of this honorable court. Now, it is not meant for them specifically, it is for the public in general. Milord, may I place this, Milord, a short one? In cancellation of so-and-so, use of loudspeaker during the secondary and higher secondary examination conducted by any recognized board or council in exercise of powers under such and such, and in compliance with the order of the Honorable High Court dated 11/8/98, passed in CO number, etc., and in the interest of smooth conduct of examination, governor is hereby pleased to prohibit. Now, this is the expression. The use of loudspeaker, public address system in the areas where educational institutions are located from 3 days prior to the commencement of the secondary and higher secondary examination conducted by so-and-so, etc., till completion of such examination. 3 days prior to completion. Now examinations are running, there is no dispute on that. Now, this is a period during which it is prohibited. This is number one, Milord. We are bound by this circular. And the number two is, Milord, there are 3 schools which are in the locality. One is called Jhinguti FP School.
That's
which
a
is-
free primary school.
Yes, within 100
Nothing to do with the Madhyamik and secondary and higher secondary
Yes,
education.
there is another school which my learned friend
Yes.
says East-West Model School is 500 meters away. This is my instruction.
All right.
And there is another Tolit Gaureshwar High School about 1.5 kilometers.
Right.
These are what is. Now, we do not have any difficulty if they do not use any public address system.
All right. If the sound does not go out,
Now, who is going to regulate that? If this circular is there, for
and this circular is to prohibit the use where educational institutions are located. Here, there is no educational. You
that
say
they
it's
say,
500
my
your instruction is 500 meters. How long? What is the width of this, the restriction? How far will
No,
this restriction,
yes, the restriction, I mean, the
Restrict-
circular does not
and that
mention
too on
that.
a Sunday?
Yes.
And the period also they have mentioned.
Period will include Sundays, Mondays, every days, because
Absolutely, absolutely. It's from 11 to 12:15, 1 hour, 15 minutes program. They will not extend, and they will limit the sound to such extent that it won't go out. And this is what they say.
Just a minute.
The court has got no practical idea of the place.
That's what
My lord,
Milord, I,
This,
My lord, we are
I
a,
am very
my
clear.
lord, we are an
they
organization which has
they
a
are
repute.
asking for,
Please.
I
look,
apologize.
I'm told Milord, they're asking for 45 microphone, mics, 45.
This is the reason I inquired how big will be the gathering? Where will the noise float through?
10,000
This-
people, Milord.
My lord,
10,000
lord.
people, 45 mics. This is what they, sound boxes,
We
what, which
always,
is what
my
they are
lord,
saying.
my lord, we will not, my lord will kindly say
Please,
100 meters.
please try to limit
My lord, we
the
will.
sound to such extent
will
so
be-
that the examinees do not feel discomfort.
My
They
lord.
do not, they are not
We
inconvenienced.
vouch for it. We vouch for
This
it.
is the thing.
My lord, we vouch for it.
You will
And
not
my lord,
use
it is
any
hun-
mic. That
we
is
are
listen,
not,
you have
this
converted
is,
the
we are
box,
not
sound
using any loudspeakers.
or mic.
We have converted into sound boxes.
Those are more deafening.
What are the,
My lord, my lord,
what is the
Sound
decimal?
boxes are
that is my learned
What
friend.
is the decimal?
My lord, the
But as
decimal,
per
my
the
lord
cir-
will kindly
Ek
come.
minute,
Huh.
But as per the Milord Pollution Control Board
I'm handing
circular,
over.
in a residential area, it is 45, 55 decibels during daytime and 45. Of course, this is daytime.
Daytime.
50 in residential area. In silence zone, it is 50.
It's not a silence zone.
Yes.
So we take it as a residential area.
Residential area.
Schools also
maximum
not
is
there?
55.
55, they're limited to 55.
But question is who's going to control?
No, but then how is the pollution control department, the environment department must be there? What is the use of fixing the decimals? If
Control in the
decibel.
sense, Millard, who's going to regulate their sound?
My lord,
there must be something, somebody, some mechanism to regulate sound.
Millard, this regulation does not extend throughout the year.
It does not.
It is only for a particular period.
Yes.
And during this period, there is a prohibition. But everything can be relaxed. I don't say that it cannot be relaxed. But at the same time, it is also to be looked into as to what is the harm if they do it 2 days before that or 3 days after this period.
my lord,
And this is not a new circular that has come into being, Milord, intending to prohibit someone. It is there, number one. Number two is, Milord, it is from by virtue of a court's order. It is expected that important personalities like this, they will know what are the restriction in which state, at least their people over here, they are expected to know that. Therefore, the programs could have been held before and after. Now they are going to hold it within that period, knowing fully well the
I
subsistence
understand.
of a
What will
circular.
be your answer to this?
my lord, very befitting answer I have, my lord. I have
Yes,
all the
please.
answers. First of all, my lord, what is say, my lord? It is 100 decimeters, my lord. As far as the rules go, my lord. If my lord kindly sees this, my lord will kindly see.
No, I'm not going to see any,
My
look
lord,
at
my lord,
anything.
10 minutes. They give
Just
100 meters is the law.
Milord, may I only give two more dates? Two more dates.
No, no, my lord, my lord, it's
for
not.
what?
No, not dates. On the
Oh,
subject.
sorry.
Not no proposal for you.
Sorry, my lord.
It's
Well,
not
now-
coming up with an alternate date for you.
My lord, I am becoming apprehensive therefore.
Milord, first is, Milord, the examination schedule was notified on 28th of June 2024.
They applied on 12th February.
They had applied on 12th of February 2025. So despite knowing all these things, Milord, if they come and say and feign that they are being wrong, well, with respect, Milord, this should not be accepted. And Madhyamik, Uচ্চ Madhyamik is held every year. In February, March, it is known to them. They could have done it in January, they could have
No,
done
but then at the same time, if you do not have any mode to regulate it, then how will you know? How will you?
I can regulate.
Then please regulate, keep it within the limits.
Millard, I have to, go beyond my circular, which says prohibit during this period. Now, please consider, Millard, whether it is so unreasonable.
Where educational institutions are located,
I'm
it is
grateful.
your instruction that 500 meters,
Yes, 500 meters, Millard.
and they will not go to that 500 meters.
Millard, the sound will not travel beyond 500 meters. Millard, one cannot say when 45 mics or sound boxes, whatever it is sought to be put in that place. Is it possible that when 45 loudspeaker or sound boxes, public address system, whatever it is, it will not travel 500 meters?
May I, my lord?
Mr. Milan
How
Mukherjee, when
many,
he speaks,
how
he
many?
goes to 500 meters.
My lord, may I answer to very
How many microphones or sound boxes are you using?
My lord, may I, my lord? Initially,
Kindly don't take me amiss because right now, we're getting all scoldings during my junior days. I just recollected his name.
my lord, may I? Three basic submissions, my lord. First of all, 500 meters, which my learned senior friend is saying, it is from the boundary wall of the complex or the particular area. We are using only 5,000 square feet out of 72,000 square feet, which
Sir, will you please? This is not the way to address in court.
my lord, 7 lakh.
There are
I
so many
apologize.
senior counsel standing by your side and you are prompting from behind.
My lord,
Please don't do.
my lord, I render unqualified apology. my lord.
I have heard it. Please come.
My lord, there was
The petitioner
in use
claims to hold responsibility
in the process shall make
as the Zila Karyavaha of the RSS. Stop. The Sar Sangraha Chalak বানানটা দেখে নেবেন of the said organization intends to address the volunteers of the RSS and their families at the Sports Authority of India complex, TALIT, Tolit, Purva Bardhaman, on 16th of February 2025 from 11 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. Stop. The Sports Authority of India has permitted the petitioner to organize the said event within their complex, which, according to the petitioner, comprises of approximately 50 bighas, that is
7 lakh 20,000.
7,20,000 square feet. Stop. The event will be held in a small portion of the said venue within approximately 5,000 square feet. Stop. The subdivisional officer,
Respondent number 5, my lord.
Shodor North, being the respondent number 5, relying on the order dated 24th February 2022 by the Department of Environment, is not permitting the petitioner to use microphones or sound boxes. Stop. The order dated 24th February 2022 mentions about the order passed by this court on 11th August 1998 in CO number 4303 within bracket W of 1995. Which prohibits the use of loudspeakers / public address systems in areas where educational institutions are located from 3 days prior to the commencement of the secondary within bracket class 10 and higher secondary within bracket class 12 examinations conducted by a recognized educational board or council like the West Bengal Board of Secondary Education, West Bengal Council of Higher Secondary Education, West Bengal Board of Madrasa Education, ICSE, ISC and others till completion of such examinations. Stop. Such restriction has been imposed in the interest of smooth conduct of the examinations. Stop paragraph. According to the petitioner, comma, the event will not according to the petitioner, loudspeakers will not be used in the said event. Stop. It is only sound boxes that will be used, and the sound would be limited within the place where the event will be held. Stop. It has been mentioned, it has been averred in the writ petition that the two schools near to the venue is approximately 1 and 2 kilometers away from the outer wall of the subject complex. Stop. The event will be held on a Sunday and will not stand in the way of the examinations, as no examination is scheduled on a Sunday. Paragraph. Prayer has been made to permit the petitioner to conduct the said event without any objection being raised by the respondent authorities. Stop paragraph. The learned Advocate General opposes the said application. Stop. It has been submitted that the prohibitory order is a general order and it is in place since 2022 onwards. Stop. The said prohibition has been the said prohibitory order has been passed in compliance of the order passed by this court. Stop. The petitioner ought to have been aware of such restriction and should have scheduled the event.
May I take your lordship's limits?
Is the court functioning?
One matter has got called on in court
Yes.
now.
আচ্ছা কি বললাম
Such restriction should have scheduled the event.
Event beyond the period that is mentioned in the prohibitory order. Stop. It has been submitted that it may not be possible to regulate the sound at the time of the event, and accordingly, the event ought to have been rescheduled. Paragraph. I have heard the submissions made on behalf of both the parties. Stop. Admittedly, the period during which the event will be held falls during the period of the secondary examination. Stop. Paragraph. However, as the event has been scheduled on a Sunday for only 1 hour and 15 minutes, and according to the instruction of the state
The
respondents.
speech will be only 1 hour 15 minutes.
State respondents, the nearest school is nearly 500 meters away from the complex. Accordingly, the court permits the petitioner to conduct the event in such a manner so that it does not cause any inconvenience to any of the examinees who may be busy with their examination preparation. Stop. Paragraph. The petitioner should try to behave in a responsible manner and ensure that there is no and ensure that the sound is kept to the minimum level so as not to cause any difficulty to any person. Stop. The writ petition stands disposed of.
I'm grateful. my lord.
If a
Indebted.
single